Ignite, a punk rock and melodic hardcore band from Orange County, California, formed in 1993. They've had the same lead singer from 1994 to 2020, although he wasn't an original founding member of the band, Zoli Tiglis, who has a background from Hungary. Since he's left the band, they have a new lead singer, Eli Santana, who joined in 2021. The only original founding member of the band still in the band is their bass player, Brett Rasmussen. This band has had themes of vegetarianism, the legacy of Soviet communism in Eastern Europe, particularly Hungary, again, where Zoli Tiglis's family was from, and other political issues throughout their career. Now, they have numerous albums, say 6 main albums, particularly. The first is called Scarred for Life, which is a rather short album. It has one particular song, which is the self titled Scarred for Life, a rather soft melody that's quite emotional and very interesting. Their second album, also a very short album, is called Family. They have a song on that album called 50 in a Month, which has some very good riffs, a nice melody, and a lot of energy to it. Their third album is called A Place Called Home. This album has several really standout songs, notably the song Veteran, which has a lot of energy, great riffs, a nice chorus, both hard and soft segments, and is very much an issue song. There's another song called Fill in the Blanks, which I thought was pretty good. A song called Bullets Included, No Thought Required, also a interesting and good song. And I would also point out the standout Place Called Home. There's a version both in English as well as Hungarian, depending on which version of the album you can find. It is very catchy with great riffs, and this song, along with Veteran, really are the reason why I personally like and enjoy punk rock. It is just a very energetic song with the lead singer singing his heart out, and you can see and hear that it was well written, and there's a lot of effort put into this song, as well as Veteran. And in going back as well to 50 in a Month, there are a lot of songs by this band that you'll find that you can sing along to, or just extremely memorable, and some of the best punk rock songs you probably ever hear. Now, their next album, Our Darkest Days, has a song called Bleeding, which I believe is a lead single on the album. Um, I'd rate this song a 4.5. It's pretty good. It's not quite as good as some of their other material, but it is notable. They also have a cover of Sunday Bloody Sunday, which is a U2 cover, and it has very solid vocals for what it is, being a cover and great harmonies. I'd say it's as good as YouTube's version, if not better. I mean, if you like more punk rock than what U2 was, then you probably really enjoy this version. I'll note, by the way, that Ignite seems to be heavily influenced by U2, so they're like the punk rock version of U2, in my opinion. But there's also a song called Live for Better Days. It has a very soft beginning, it's very nostalgic. They shout as part of the song throughout the song, but it's just a really fantastic song that kind of builds up and has a lot of emotional just relevance to it. And it's again one of those songs that really makes this band stand out amongst so many others. In addition, at the end of that song, you will find also an untitled song that is sung in Hungarian with a very good melody. And it's very short, but it's very interesting. It has a opera singer singing in the beginning and end. And I've found some information online saying it's called Bleeding Video, but I don't think that's the actual name. That may or may not be the name. There's some information saying in a discography online that that's the name of it, but don't quote me on that. It is very interesting for such a short song. And then, second to lastly, we get A War Against You. which has three utterly fantastic songs. Again, we have Begin Again with a great harmonious intro, heavy riffs for this particular song, and a good chorus. We have Nothing Can Stop Me with a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and some interesting slower segments throughout the song. And lastly, on this album, we have the song Work, which is again very nostalgic, all guitar, or very limited drums, and just great vocals, and kind of an issue song, but very fantastic. Just a great, all three of them fantastic. Now, their newer album was led by their new vocalist, Eli Santana. It's called Ignite, just self titled. I'll note it has one really standout song in my opinion, called Anti-Complicity Anthem, which has a lot of energy, like many of their other songs, and very good riffs. There's also another song that I feel is an honorable mention called Let the Beggars Beg. It's good. It's not quite as energetic as Anti-Complicity Anthem, but it's fairly decent. Now, they do have a few other covers that are so-so that you might be able to find as well. I don't think they're particularly notable. The big cover they've done, like I said, is Sunday Bloody Sunday, and it was really, really well done. Overall, their songs are very well written and designed, and you can tell they put a lot of effort into it. Very memorable songs. They echo U2 and a lot of their best material, and in many ways, they sound like a combination of U2 and Rise Against. So, if you know both bands, that is, there's a theme of nostalgia throughout their entire body of work, a lot of references to political issues that are relevant to the band, and it feels like Zoli Tiglas, for the most part, was the driving force behind a lot of their songs and sound, even though he wasn't their original lead singer. They had a different lead singer in the very beginning. But they still are kind of carrying on that sound, even though he's left the band. I would rate Ignite as a 4-star out of 5 band.